That is delicious. Oh my God.
Welcome to another episode of One Ingredient, 5 Ways, where we take one budget-friendly ingredient and turn it into 5 amazing meals. If you're new here, Budget Bytes has been around since 2009. We focus on bringing you low-cost meals that are nutritious, easy to make, and don't break the bank. And if you haven't guessed it, on this episode, we are talking canned tomatoes. So as much as I love fresh tomatoes, there are some huge benefits to always having canned tomatoes on hand. Obviously, they're super budget-friendly. They are a shelf staple. They're actually more nutritious than fresh tomatoes. They have more lycopene, and they come in a wide variety of options. So I'm excited. Let's get cooking. Now, we can't talk about canned tomatoes without talking about our easy marinara recipe. You can find this recipe on our Budget Bytes website. It is one of Beth's OG recipes, and I absolutely love it. I grew up on using canned tomatoes to make our spaghetti sauce at home, so it is a huge family staple. This easy marinara recipe only takes 30 minutes simmering on the stovetop, and it is absolutely delicious. I've been developing this recipe for Budget Bytes. It uses 2 favorites, frozen okra and canned tomatoes. For the recipe, I started sauteing off some bacon, added onions, added that frozen okra, and then finished with canned stewed tomatoes. I served it over a bed of rice, but it could be served as a simple side or a full entree. I don't know about you, but I can never manage to finish a whole can of tomato paste. So in this recipe, we can utilize that last little bit in the can to make some tomato basil vinaigrette. Of course, we're gonna start with our tomato paste. It's 1 tablespoon. We're gonna go ahead and get that in. And what's a vinaigrette without some vinegar? We have red wine vinegar, garlic. Of course, we have dried basil here, but you can use fresh if you have it on hand. First, we need to whisk up our tomato paste and all of our ingredients. Then slowly whisk in your olive oil. So by constantly whisking in your oil, it emulsifies and helps hold together. If it does end up separating, you can always put it back in a jar and shake it up or give it a nice whisk to incorporate it back together. Since this vinaigrette is made with our canned tomato paste, it really does give it a nice rich flavor that is a great addition to any salad. Another recipe I love at Budget Bytes is our sauteed corn and tomatoes. You can eat it as a side or as a topping for any protein. We have some blackened tilapia here. This recipe uses frozen corn and canned tomatoes. All you do is saute up some garlic, saute that corn, and finish with our canned tomatoes. Tomato season is actually only from spring to early fall, so when you can tomatoes, they are at their peak ripeness, so they're always delicious and nutritious. It doesn't matter what time of year you're craving those summer flavors, this recipe has you covered. For my last recipe, we are gonna end on a fun note. It's Bloody Mary time, guys. I love this Bloody Mary mix because you can really customize it to your palate. My secret ingredient, pickle juice. And then to finish it off, we have celery salt, and pepper. Now that you have all of your Bloody Mary mix ingredients in a bowl, just whisk it all together. Now you can drink Bloody Mary mix by itself with vodka, but definitely drink with friends.
Which one has the most? I want that one. Just kidding.
So these guys were only 99 cents. So it's about 2 ounces to 4 ounces of your Bloody Mary mix. Bloody Mary mix any time of the day. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers. Thank you so much.
Delicious.
What a treat. Oh my God, I'm so excited. That is delicious. Oh my God.
Thanks for joining us for another episode of One Ingredient, 5 Ways. Make sure to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments, is it tomato or tomato? Catch you next time. I don't know if that was the pointing okay?